Hi, I'm Abdullah, and today we are going to learn Newton's first law of motion with experiment. So, Newton's first law of motion states for an object at rest remains at rest, and an object in motion remains in motion at a constant speed and in a straight line unless acted by an unbalanced force. Okay, so what we can summarize that an object at rest remains at rest and an object at motions remains at motion. We're going to experiment that also. So let's do that. This is my Rubik's Cube and this is an object. As per Newton's first law of motion, an object at rest remains at rest, and we can clearly see that, and it's clearly feasible that this is at rest and it also remains at rest. That means the first part of the Newton's first law of motion is correct. Yes. But what if I push this again? Yeah. So what we can see that this was in motion for a moment, but it stopped. Why? But why? As per Newton's first law says that an object at motion remains at motion. Yes. So then why this stopped? So are you thinking that there is an error in Newton's first law of motion? No. As the Newton's first law of motion says, unless acted by an unbalanced force. You may thinking that where is the unbalanced force or an external force? But here two unbalanced forces are applying on this Rubik's Cube. So the first one is friction and the second is gravity. That's why this Rubik's Cube stopped. But this not happened in space. Okay, so to understand Newton's first law of motion, we are going to make another experiment. For that, we will need these three things. First is a cup or a glass, and second is a paper, and third is a coin. So first, we put the paper on top of the glass or cup and put the coin here. And so if I move the paper, what happened? The coins dropped. Okay, but why this happened? Why the coin not moved with this paper? This because of Newton's first law. Because so if I explain you that here this coin was at rest, but I applied an unbalanced force on this paper, but not in this coin. That's why the coin dropped in this cup. Yes, this is Newton's first law of motion. I hope you enjoyed this video or this experiment. See you in the next class. Till then, keep learning and keep exploring. Thank you and Assalamu alaikum.